Apparently, there's a WNBA player named A'ja Wilson. Apparently, she's pretty good. Caitlin Clark brings it down, goes twice between her legs, step back jack. A'ja Wilson doesn't like that. A'ja Wilson isn't smart enough to understand that everybody's going to get fat because of Caitlin Clark. Everybody won't get fat if they keep bringing up the ridiculous, idiotic, and tired old notion.
Wilson has ignited a firestorm of drama, calling out Caitlin Clark in a way that has everyone buzzing. Could this be the most intense feud in WNBA history?
Here's Gray on a dead sprint against her college teammate. Gets fouled, and free throws here for Elise.
A'ja Wilson, a three-time WNBA MVP, has been absolutely unstoppable on the court, delivering jaw-dropping stats in back-to-back stellar seasons. Undoubtedly one of the league's all-time greats, A'ja isn't just letting her game do the talking. She's making her voice heard loud and clear off the court as well.
A'ja Wilson, who bitch whined and moaned and continues to bitch whine and moan that Caitlin Clark is only popular because she's white, couldn't.
In a recent explosive interview, A'ja Wilson made some bold claims that are sending shockwaves through the basketball world. She didn't just call out Caitlin Clark. She hinted at a deeper issue, one that has been simmering beneath the surface for quite some time.
Trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay.
Caitlin Clark, a rising star and generational talent, has taken the basketball world by storm, dominating both college hoops and the WNBA spotlight. With her electrifying performances and fearless attitude, she's become the talk of the town. But A'ja Wilson? She's not here for it. Why is Caitlin Clark getting all the attention? My accomplishments last season alone eclipse her entire career, A'ja Wilson said in a fiery statement. But she didn't stop there. A'ja took it a step further, suggesting that the overwhelming hype around Caitlin might be rooted in her being white.
Hey, look, we love Steph Curry as a black man because of how he played. We don't give two craps about Steph Curry or Caitlin Clark being white, black, green, or purple. When in doubt, yell racism, and when in doubt, look stupid doing it. And the latest is this moron named A'ja.
If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss out on our content. A'ja Wilson didn't stop at Caitlin Clark. She also brought Paige Bueckers into the conversation. With Paige set to join the WNBA soon, A'ja is already raising concerns, claiming that the spotlight isn't shining on her because she's a black woman. Her frustration seems to stem from a sense of being overlooked, as she questions why her MVP seasons, record-breaking performances, and championships haven't made her the face of the league.
Let's pull him out.
But here's where things get intense. A'ja Wilson suggested that Caitlin Clark should face a lifetime ban, citing what she described as a lack of respect for the game and its pioneers. Fans were left baffled. What does that even mean? The internet erupted as people took sides. Some agreed with A'ja, saying race does play a significant role in media narratives, while others felt she was taking things too far. Here's what A'ja had to say. It really is. You can be top-notch at what you do as a black woman, but people don't want to see that. They don't see it as marketable. It doesn't matter how hard I work or what we achieve as black women. We're still going to get swept under the rug. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it really is. Asterisk, her powerful statement has reignited a broader conversation about race, recognition, and representation in sports.
Boston, one-on-one, leaned in just a bit. A'ja Wilson trying to drop a charge instead. Layup for Aaliyah.
Players like Breanna Stewart and Diana Taurasi have reportedly weighed in, with some saying, asterisk, A'ja Wilson is the queen of the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark is box office. Asterisk, the debate between A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark goes beyond stats or accolades. It's about what truly defines greatness in the WNBA and who deserves the spotlight. But it also raises deeper questions. Is A'ja's frustration rooted in jealousy or an unwillingness to accept that Caitlin Clark has transformed the game in ways A'ja never has? Or is it more complex than that? Could this tension stem from the ongoing struggle black women face in gaining the same recognition and visibility as their white counterparts, despite their immense achievements? The discussion has sparked a broader dialogue about race, marketability, and the evolving definition of greatness in sports.
Good look from three. She got it. The first three in the career of Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark does not need much space here.
Aya Wilson plays for the Las Vegas Aces, a team so stacked with talent that they could probably win games with half their roster. Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young aren't just supporting players. They're stars in their own right. With teammates like these, Aya has the luxury of playing in a system that allows her to excel without shouldering the entire load. If we're being honest, Kelsey Plum deserves more credit than she gets. Her playmaking, scoring, and ability to take over games make life significantly easier for Aya. Without Kelsey to pick up the slack, would Aya still be an MVP? That's debatable. After all, MVP stands for Most Valuable Player, not Best Player on a stacked team. Without Kelsey, Aya's numbers and impact might not be as dominant. So, when Aya claims she's the league's most valuable player, it raises the question, valuable to who? The Aces could likely still dominate without her. But the same can't be said for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. While Aya thrives in a well-oiled machine, Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA as the savior of a struggling franchise. The Indiana Fever had been floundering for years, a team barely making headlines and far from playoff contention. Then Caitlin arrived. In just 8 months, she transformed a forgettable team into a playoff contender, proving her worth as the cornerstone of a franchise. Unlike Aya, Caitlin didn't step into an established system. She built one. That contrast is at the heart of the debate over their respective greatness.
It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physical.
Caitlin Clark's presence has forced her teammates to elevate their game, and her leadership has been nothing short of transformative. Unlike Aya Wilson, Caitlin doesn't have the luxury of multiple all-stars sharing the load. She's the sole centerpiece, carrying the team on her back while navigating the immense pressure of being a rookie in the spotlight. Aya might want to criticize the recognition Caitlin is receiving, but she hasn't faced the kind of uphill battle that Caitlin has in her first season. Transforming a struggling franchise into a playoff contender while shouldering the weight of expectation is a challenge Aya hasn't had to experience. This stark difference in circumstances only fuels the debate about their respective impacts and the recognition each receives.
Apparently, there's a WNBA player named A'ja Wilson. Apparently, she's pretty good. Caitlin Clark brings it down, goes twice between her legs, step back jack. A'ja Wilson doesn't like that. A'ja Wilson isn't smart enough to understand that everybody's going to get fat because of Caitlin Clark. Everybody won't get fat if they keep bringing up the ridiculous, idiotic, and tired old notion of race.